An airplane that attempts to go up too quickly will begin to fall out of the sky. This is called stalling, and that same principle can be applied to the stock market. A stock that attempts to go up too quickly will fall back down. And just like a pilot has the opportunity to eject from a stalling airplane, I want to be able to quickly take profits when I recognize that a stock is way too overextended to the upside rather than waiting for it to come back down. So we're going to build that strategy today. As always in codified trading, we need a way to be able to objectively tell the machine that a stock is too stretched. So to do this, we're going to take a look at 3 different indicators. We're going to look at the RSI, we're going to look at the average true range, and we're going to look at Bollinger Bands. The first one we're going to create, easy enough. I want to exit if the RSI value closes over 90, then I want to sell at the close of that bar. If I go ahead and hit apply, okay, look at how this trade on Gamestop just changed. Remember, before it was waiting to exit until down here at 21. Now it exits up at 49 because the RSI on that bar is 93. The RSI of this day closes at 93, so the strategy exits up here instead. It's exiting at 49 rather than 21, 22. I'm using this on my simple moving average MACD crossover strategy, so it buys when the MACD has a bullish cross, and it typically sells when the MACD has a bearish cross. But once again, if I turn off that stall exit, you will see that the MACD, let's actually take a look here, the MACD doesn't have a bear cross because this gets so extended until all the way back down here, right? So, and you might have seen this from the clicking around I just did, all we have to do here is we don't have to go in and change the code on all of our strategies. That would be very annoying. A really cool part of ThinkorSwim is that we can just add this strategy to the one that's already running. We can just run them alongside each other. It will trade this strategy, and then if ever the RSI closes over 90, it will exit that strategy. Look at the difference there on Gamestop, and I want to take a look at a handful of more trade examples as well, such as AMC. AMC, obviously, just like GameStop, another stock that went crazy. Here, the RSI is 95, ends up getting out the close of this day around $626, where instead it would have gotten out, okay, this actually still did fine, but would have gotten out at $570. I mean, it still made you what? An extra 56 points or something like that. Still pretty dang nice. If we go look at BlackBerry, this is another stock that went crazy alongside AMC and GME. The normal MACD crossover strategy waits until the MACD bear cross, gets out at about $11.70. Once again, we go add that stall exit. It ends up now getting out at $18.02. And as always, this won't always be perfect. Guess what? It got out at $18. The next 2 days, the stock still went above $28. This does not mean that we are found the holy grail and this is how we always time the top. That's not going to be possible ever, but it's still nice. It's still a nice stall. Hey, this stock just did, 300% in 7 trading days. Maybe it's time we lock in some profit instead of waiting for it to come back down, right? Let's go take a look at one more. Let's take a look at SOUN, another stock that recently went insane from $2, exited just shy of $7, whereas without the stall, it wouldn't have exited until just shy of $6. So made you a full extra point on a $7 stock there. Once again, the RSI stall exit did. Let's go ahead and build an ATR exit now and test how that works. If this code looks interesting to you, or maybe the strategy that you're seeing be traded, or maybe custom scanners, scan columns, etc., I now have over 50 codes published to my website, daytradingstrategies.net. Click the link in the description down below. Go sign up to access them today. All right, so I've gone ahead and already built our ATR stall exit button. What this is doing is when the current candle closes greater than your entry price plus the ATR, the average true range value from the previous bar multiplied by 10. So if the average true range, the average range of the last 14 bars is multiplied by 10, and we still close over that from our entry price, hey, this stock is flying. It is way stronger than its normal volatility level. Let's go ahead and hit the eject button. Let's go ahead and get out of this trade. And you will notice I've built this within the same strategy as our RSI that we tested before, right? I just have it commented out here with the hash symbol. This is so when you take this code, when you get access to this code, I'm sure all of you watching will have different opinions about which one of these stops, which one of these exits works the best. You can comment out the other ones, or if you would like to, you can run them all together. If I ran both of these, whichever one of these came true first, the stock would exit. So just add some customability, allows you to take this code and change it, apply it to however you would like to use it, which is how I like to set all of my codes up. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these same stocks at this ATR exit. So on SOUN, in at $2, out at $3.73. A little bit earlier than the RSI, if I remember correctly. Let's actually do a quick test here. I won't do this for every ticker, but this will also show you. If I comment out the ATR and turn back on just the RSI, yeah, the RSI got out all the way up here at 687. So maybe playing it a little bit more safe than the RSI is, maybe a little bit tighter. Once again, you can take this code, and if you think it's a little bit tight, maybe you want to make it 15 or 12x the ATR instead of 10. All very, very easy to change, and I want you to do that. Change it, back test it, see what works best for you, right? So, but either way, would you complain? In at $2, out at $4, I think you'd still be doing okay. Gamestop, once again, exits, I think a little bit earlier. I believe the RSI exited the close of this candle, but still, in at $11, out at $30, and you're still doing better than not having this stall on at all, because waiting just for the MACD to cross back to bearish, which once again is this normal strategy we're running, happens all the way back down at 21. So this stall exit, while maybe being a little bit safer than the RSI, still got you an extra 9 points on the recent GameStop move, which I don't think you'd complain too much about. AMC, very nice. Looks like it gets out in the same candle as the RSI at 630. And then what else did we look at? SOUN, I think we already looked at this one. I think those are the four we already looked at. Oh, BlackBerry. We didn't look at BlackBerry, did we? BlackBerry, also just really nice. You see how it's exiting into the strength. Hey, guys, this stock has done 150% in 5-6 trading days. Maybe it's time to just stall. We've gone up too fast. We're going to start falling out of the sky soon. We have a very, very, very high likelihood of falling out of the sky soon, instead of waiting for that to happen. And we'd still make money, but let's make more money. Let's get the hell out of this thing. Let's eject. Let's lock in profits. That's the point of this whole experiment. Let's move on to the Bollinger Bands. So pretty much just like the ATR setting, our Bollinger Band setting here exits when the current bar close is greater than entry price, plus the upper band of the Bollinger Band value from the previous bar multiplied by 1.5. If I go ahead and come out of this, you will see on GME, it gets out at a very similar level. It gets out on this candle. The previous value of this upper band is about 24, and our entrance was about 10. So if this closes over something like 34, which it closes at 48, it goes ahead and it gets out, right? AMC, very similar situation, gets out at a very similar area to the RSI and the ATR settings, hits that eject button, exits into the strength rather than waiting for the weakness. Once again, the Bollinger Band value on the previous bar was something like 290, entrance was something like 133. So if this closes over like, what is that, like 310 or whatever, it would go ahead and get out of this trade, and it closes at 623. I mean, what an absolutely insane day this was on AMC. Of course, any strength is going to tell you to exit here, but just ends up getting out there, right? But on our other stocks that we look at, like SOUN, it ends up not getting out of it. So this Bollinger Band one is maybe a little bit more lackadaisical, like more just if you want to catch the really, really, hey, this thing is way too crazy. I mean, GameStop and AMC are obviously insane outliers to how stocks normally move, right? But SOUN, even when it gets extended here, the Bollinger Band value was like 430. Our entrance was like 210. So it has to close over something like 640. It only gets to 570, so it doesn't get out of the trade, right? And then on BlackBerry as well, I'm not going to do the math out loud again for you. You understand by now. But once again, even during this crazy move, it just doesn't quite get stretched enough. It's not crazy enough for the Bollinger Band setting here. So once again, maybe you run this one if you just want to catch the real craziness, or maybe you come in and you lower the variable. I mean, maybe you make it 1.2 instead of 1.5 and you test that and see how that works for you. But once again, these are the 3 stalls. Hey, stock going up way too much. Let's go ahead and lock profit. RSI over 90, entry price plus ATR multiplied by 10, entry price plus upper Bollinger Band line multiplied by 1.5. If I run all of these, once again, they will all run. So anytime any of those come true, it will go ahead and exit as you're seeing. Or once again, as you get this code from daytradingstrategies.net, feel free to comment out the ones you don't want to use using the hash sign, and you'll get to run just what you want. You all are the ones most likely to make it. I always say the ones that make it to the end of an educational trading video like this, the ones that are taking their trading education seriously, are the ones most likely to make it. And I really want to help you all out. So on daytradingstrategies.net, if you go to sign up, there is a discount code option. And if you enter discount code END, you're going to get your first month for only $15. So you'll be able to access all of the codes, download all of the codes. And then, of course, if you want to stay up to date with new codes, as I add new codes basically weekly to my website, remain subscribed. If not, of course, you can come under the My Account tab and cancel at any time. Daytradingstrategies.net, click the link at the top of the description, use discount code END at checkout, and become a better trader today.
Trading stocks. He talks about trading stocks. It's important for you Americans and other international individuals to learn about stocks.